What's going on, friends? We're back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun with the Senator from Proof and Wood. Hey, but before we get started today, today's episode is actually sponsored by our good friends over at ZBiotics. So I heard of ZBiotics from a friend of mine, but many of you might be wondering, so Judge, what is ZBiotics? ZBiotics is a pre-alcohol probiotic drink that breaks down the byproduct of alcohol, which is most responsible for rough mornings after drinking. Scientists created, so PhD scientists created, and essentially ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break down that byproduct, right? So how does it work? Very simple. If you order ZBiotics, it comes in these the little 6-pack, so nice little box here, 6 of them. I went with the 6-bottle option. Comes in a nice little packaging here, and you simply enjoy it. You just drink it right before you're about to consume any type of alcohol. One thing I will say is that and by the way, only one bottle is actually needed, in terms of, to kind of help you out a little bit. Only one bottle is needed. I was in Kentucky doing a store pick, and actually I did 2 store picks. So I knew I had Mrs. Judge with me. I was out in Kentucky, so I was good to go from like a DD and being safe and so forth, responsibility standpoint. But I also knew doing 2 store picks, that's a lot of alcohol I was going to be consuming on it that day. And I wanted to make sure I had something, so I was like, let me just try the ZBiotics out for myself to make sure I can truly say that I respect this brand. I tried it out, and I will say the next day I was good to go. I wasn't sluggish. I felt honestly just straight up perfect. So kudos to ZBiotics for producing a fantastic product. But you might also be wondering, hey Judge, so exactly, again, if I want this product, how am I going to order it? So very simple. A couple of things. You go directly to zbiotics.com, and at checkout use my code, TheBourbonJudge. Also, you can also go directly to zbiotics.com/TheBourbonJudge, and you'll also get 15% off on your first order. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this real quick myself. Let me just take this cap off. And I'm going to show you real quick also, super quick. When I was in Kentucky, I used this, like I said, there's the first bottle. So 6 bottles in this set. They have other options, but I used this one myself, and it was honestly great, truly. All right, so that's that one, but on to the Senator. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one for today. Cool. All right, here we go. All right, so I am ready. Now we are on to Proof and Wood, the Senator. All right, folks, we're back at it. We're going to dive into Proof and Wood, in particular, the Senator. So when you think about Proof and Wood, I'll put the link up above. I actually reviewed Proof and Wood on a previous episode. I kind of went into everything Proof and Wood related, but I'm going to give you the Cliff Note version. So a couple of things. Number one, the owner of Proof and Wood will actually be on the channel coming up here in the next couple weeks. So take a look for Dave. Dave's going to join the channel. We're going to dive into everything Proof and Wood related. But in short, Dave and Proof and Wood, they're really sourcing their whiskey from MGP. They have a variety of different products, either bourbons or ryes, different age statements. They range anywhere from $50 to $125, and they're obviously playing off of the whole politics, kind of theme, if you will. Which I will say, by the way, on the channel, this is probably the only time you're going to hear the word politics on this channel. But the different names of their products, which is really what it comes to. You have the Senator, which is this one here. You have the Presidential Dram. You have the Representative. They actually just came out with the Cabinet, which is one, I think the only one actually I do not have from the lineup, but looking forward to dive into that one myself pretty soon here as well. And again, I love Proof and Wood because of, number one, availability. I've seen it all over like the East Coast, and always very reasonable. Again, at that $50 to $125 range. The longer it's aged, the more money it is. But they're typically never more than $50 to $125, just depending on which actual version you get, if it's a bourbon, rye, and the age statement. So, the whole moral of this story, though, it's not so much just about Proof and Wood. Gotta give you a quick heads up about store picks. So, I walk into one of my shops, a place called Midway Liquors in Maryland, just about, I think, a little bit south of Baltimore. And the store manager, Elon's like, Judge, he's like, what are you looking for? Looking for Joseph Magnus. I have my blinder on, right? I'm like, I'm dialed in. I'm looking for Joseph Magnus cigar blend. He's like, hey, I don't have that. However, have you checked out our store pick? I'm like, Elon, I'm not into the store pick. I already have the Senator at home, and I love Proof and Wood, the Senator as well. He's like, hey, I understand that you may want to try it. So he gives me a sample. I absolutely was floored, blown away. It was that good. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a bottle so you can review it on the channel. I'm like, cool, great, thank you. I enjoyed this bottle so much. Not only did I actually, get this one as a sample to review in the channel, I bought my own bottle as well. That's how good this is. So you might be wondering, so Judge, what am I looking for if I go get my own store pick or if I'm buying a store pick? Couple of things. If you go to a store, number one, always ask for a sample of the store pick. If the odds are, if the store owner or manager only has one store pick in, then it's kind of hard to say, right? But if they have 2, 3, 4 different store picks in at any given time, and they let you sample them, kind of like the way Midway Liquors does, more than likely they probably know exactly what they're doing. They're going to Kentucky as well as other distilleries in other states, and they're doing the store picks. They're really into it. And that's the case with this guy here, with Elon over at with Midway Liquors. Folks, when I tell you, this might be, honestly, I'm going to pour a little bit more. This might be one of the best store picks I've ever had in my life. And honestly, I would have not tried it if Elon didn't convince me to, because again, I walked in and I had that Joseph Magnus cigar blend blinders on. I was like, what? I'm not even listening to you, Elon. Like, I'm giving him the Heisman, until he just said, Judge, just try it. It is that damn good. So I'll say to all my friends in this Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area, hey, if you're local, you may want to grab this bottle. I think it was like 75, 80 bucks. This is absolutely fantastic. I would honestly, gosh, I might have to go back and get another one. It's that damn good. Hey, my friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, and most importantly, salute. Take care, everyone. Oh, woo! Wow, straight rye whiskey. That is fantastic, literally. Cheers.